Third time I'm doing it, so I hope it works. Now what I have in this map is I've got 3 different layers, and you'll have those layers as well. And you can see if you go in there, there's Brisbane Parks, Gold Coast Parks, and there's one which is called Recreation. If I zoom in there, you will see, for example, in the Gold Coast, that Recreation doesn't cover the whole of the open space area. So what I want to do is create a data set that combines them all, and that's called merging. So I go geoprocessing, merge, and what I do is I put all those data sets into it. You need to know the attributes. Now I'm going to get rid of SA2 for this, just because SA2 is only attributed to the one file. So we'll get rid of that. I want feature type, I want name, I don't want park number, I don't want. So by doing this, I'm deleting fields that I don't want, and that saves you deleting fields, so it's quite useful. I'm going to get rid of all of that. I don't want FID, and I don't want shape length. So what I've done is I've got 3 different things, and if you do it, you'll see that's the feature type under that file. That's the feature type, that's the name of the park there, and that's the name of the park in Brisbane. What I might do there is move that up. I can't combine it, but I can move it up so they're next to each other. Text note is part of the recreation. We might decide to delete it. And shape area, I want the shape area. So then we just go, okay, well, let's just find where we should put it. I'm going to call it testing because I don't want to save it permanently. I'm going to call it testing, and I'm going to go okay. It does the merge. It's quite quick. I'm going to turn all of these off. If I go into testing and I right click and I go open attribute table, you will see it's actually combined them all together. It's the feature type, which is only linked to the one data set, the name, but that doesn't matter because the stuff is there. Sort ascending, and not all of them have a name. Sort descending. And you can already see there, look there, there's mistake there. They've spelt zip, I don't know how to pronounce that, 3 different ways. So that's already a mistake. And remember what I said about finding things by just looking at the attribute table. And this is the shape area. This is quite useful. So I have already got this, and I've called it all recreation SA2 merge. So I'm going to get rid of it, and I'm going to delete it here, because otherwise it'll be sitting there and I'll have lots of files called testing and export output. And now what I'm going to do, I want to link it to the SA2, and instead of linking to the SA2 by merge, I'm going to do something called intersect. So I will put in there my parks, and I've already deleted it, so let's just call it that one, and we will put in the SA2 boundaries, and I might just call it testing as well. You can put it into the geodatabase, or you can make a shape class. I'm going to call it testing because I've done it already. And I will go OK. And it's now what it's doing is linking all of those different parks to the SA2 layer. And it's quite quick because they're not big layers. If you're doing the cadastre, it's much quicker. So it's now created the file called testing. It would be called something else if I hadn't deleted the original testing. If you go into there, you will see now you've got the SA2 stuff. Now I don't want a lot of that stuff, so then I might just go delete field, yes, yes, yes. I don't want that, delete field. I don't need those because it's doubling up. That's unfortunately what happens. And you can ground truth that by then going into select by attributes. So go selection, select by attributes, pop testing in there, there's testing there, go right to the bottom, SA2 name equals, get unique values, let's just do Annalie, go OK, and then just zoom to selected. And those are the parks in Annalie, and you'll see if you can put the labels on the SA2, for example. We'll just label it. You can see that where it is selected is Annalie. So merging and intersection are really useful and very, very easy to do in ArcGIS.